Okay, good morning children. In today's class we will learn about the epidemiology. So what is epidemiology? Let's see the introduction to epidemiology or meaning of the epidemiology. The term epidemiology, which is derived from Greek words. So what it says that epi means among, demons means people, and logos, that is study. So it is entire study among the people regarding disease condition or health problems of the. So let's see the definition of epidemiology. It's a study of distribution and determinants of health related states or events in specified population and the application of this study to the control of health problems. If we see in community, there are variety of people, they are living in the community, and it is entire study which is related to the community people, because when they are living in the community, people are suffering with many disease conditions. So it is a study of distribution and determinants of health related states or event in specified population. So it is a study of specific among the specific population, and this is application of this study to the control of health problems. So let's see the components of definition. In beginning, we have seen in definition, the components of definition is a study or distribution and determinants health related states or events in specified population and the application of this study to the control of health problems. So one by one we'll see. What is study? Study means it is a systematic collection, analysis and interpretation of data. Systematic collection in the sense taking history, finding the problems of the people. Then analysis and interpretation of data. Whatever we have collected the data, it should be interpreted, which included observation methods which we are using, that is observation or observing in the people, hypothesis testing, analytical research and experiment. So this is all about the study. Distribution in the sense it refers to analysis of an event by person, place and time. So epidemiology studies distribution of disease. It answers the question who, where and when. So when we are studying among the people regarding disease condition, so it is referred that whatever data is analysis, that event that is related to, or it is a included event by person, place and time, or we can ask the question, that is who is affected, where it is affected and when it is affected. So determinants. So here comes your health determinants. It is any factor that influences health as chemical, physical, social, biological, economic and genetic behavior. So there are chemical determinants, physical, social determinants, biological determinants and economic determinants and genetic behavior. So which factor is influences on that, or which factor is influences to the health status which is responsible to have the problems. Then epidemiology is also used to search for determinants which are the causes and other factors that influences the occurrence disease and other health related events. So health related state or event. So which one it is? It is defined as anything that affects the well-being of population. For example, disease, cause of death or behavior, etc. Health related many problems are there when the person is well-being and when the other determinants or the problems which is influences on the health. So for according to that, the diseases may occur cause of death or behavior may be affected. The specified population. So who is here specified population? Although epidemiologists and direct healthcare providers, that is clinicians, are both concerned with occurrence and control of disease, they differ greatly in how they view the patient. The clinicians is concerned about the health of an individual. The epidemiology is concerned about the collective health of the people in a community or population. So specified population, the people, those who are affected that particular problem, and clinicians, they are concerned about the health and their particular health individual, but the epidemiologists, they are concerned about the collective health of the people or collective problems among the people regarding community or population. Then application of this study to the control. To whom it is applicable? Epidemiological studies have direct and practical applications for prevention of disease and promotion of health. Epidemiology is a science and epidemiology is an applied science. So epidemiology study have the direct and practical applications for prevention of diseases and promotion of the health regarding epidemiology. The concept of epidemiology. So what is the concept of epidemiology? The broad concept of epidemiology is eradication of disease from human population. Means epidemiologists, they are constantly studied about among the health problems, and the main motive of this epidemiology is to eradicate the disease condition or prevent the people or population from the disease condition. The aims of epidemiology. So there are three main aims of epidemiology: to describe disease pattern in human population. First of all, what kind of diseases are occur, that has to be described. Okay, so that is to describe disease pattern in human population. Then second is to identify the causes of disease, also known as etiology, means which causes or which risk factors are affected or responsible to create a disease condition. So to identify the problems which is created disease condition. Then to provide data essential for the main evaluation and planning of services to prevention, control and treatment of disease condition. So based on that, whatever the data has collected or the problems are finding, it should be emphasized or it should be planned properly. Based on that, the planning should be made, and the epidemiologists, they will decide how to prevent the disease condition, how to control the disease condition, and which kind of treatment to be given for the disease condition. Then scope of epidemiology. So where it is used, or what is the scope for epidemiology? There is no life science where epidemiological approach and principles cannot be applied. Means epidemiology we can apply everywhere. So first it is started from womb to tomb. Epidemiology is applicable. Okay. So we'll see one by one scopes. Some applications areas. The by physiology disease, that is infectious disease epidemiology, occupational injury when people they are working in the industries, then cardiovascular disease epidemiology which is related to non-communicable disease, cancer epidemiology risk factor which is responsible for the health problems, then epidemiology of aging as person is growing in their age group, then obesity or diabetes epidemiology, means here the non-communicable diseases or nutritional highly or excessive nutrition which is affected to the health body, there also epidemiology can be used. Then environmental epidemiology, if we saw in environment, so many factors which is affected to the environment. Then economic epidemiology, due to this also the epidemiology we can use. Then clinical epidemiology in clinical practices, genetic epidemiology, many disease conditions which is occur due to only from the genetics, so there also epidemiology can be used. Nutritional epidemiology, there are which comes under the malnutrition, excessive nutrition or lacking of nutrition, so here also epidemiology can be used. Then conflict epidemiology, social epidemiology and primary care epidemiology. So these are the scope of epidemiology. In uses of epidemiology, they study the history of disease in human population in established cause of health and disease. So it is an entire study regarding history of disease, from where it is affected, which are the who is the responsible, who is affected, and which risk factors are affected, responsible to create the disease condition. Then second uses to help in community diagnosis. It is helpful to identify the problems, and it is based on that it is helpful to make a community diagnosis which kind of diseases are occur. Then determine priorities of disease prevention and control. So based on collected data, it is helpful to solve the problems, and based on that it is helpful to maintain or gives priority to how to prevent the diseases and control the problems. Then give complete clinical picture of disease condition. Best this epidemiology used or collected data which is helpful to gives clear clinical picture to make a disease condition. Then provide the list of determinants like lifestyle, environment and education. So it helps to provide entire data or health status of the each individual, what kind of they are maintaining lifestyle, under which environment they are living, and which kind of education the people has taken. So it gives entire picture. Then helps in planning. Also, as I told you, once the community health problems have been diagnosed, the next logical step is planning to control the disease condition. Then epidemiology is a tool for mass survey. Also, it is helpful to create awareness among the people. So, it is helpful to make a mass survey, and through that it is helpful to create awareness regarding disease condition among the community people. Then chances of risk measured. Epidemiology methods are utilized to estimate from group experience in individual risk and chances on an average. For example, the risk assessment for alcohol, non-alcoholic people, selected causes of death, for example, liver disorder, as per people how they are living, their health status and lifestyle. According to that we can find out, or there are chances where the risk factor we can find out regarding epidemiology. Then to complete the natural history of disease condition. Then to search for causes. One of the important uses of epidemiology is to discover the causes of health and disease by employing methods and techniques. Then seasonal variations of disease is established for healthcare management. Also, it is helpful to management for the healthcare team or healthcare people to manage the disease condition, manage the treatments. Then it helps in establishment of model of nursing care of any given diseases. Then evaluation of health services. Also, it is helpful to evaluate is another important step in nursing services, which is to improve the efficiency, effectiveness and acceptability of health services. Okay, so it is helpful to as a health service side to improve the efficiency regarding health practices, then effectiveness, whatever we have planned, how it is worked among the clients or among the community, and what are the effectiveness is there, then acceptability, how they are accepted. Then to prevent wastage of resources, it helps us to know whether the provided health services are satisfactory or not, and it gives an idea for promoting, protecting and rehabilitating for given conditions. So in this way it is helpful to evaluate the health services, how they are working among the people.